Hi, welcome to Pilates with Lou. Today we'll be doing a beginner level mat class and all you're going to need is your mat. It's a beautiful day, but it's cold. So we're going to get straight into it. And we're going to start with 100, which is not what I would usually start with, but it was the first exercise in Joseph Pilates' book. So he knew what he was doing to warm us up, so let's go with that. I hope you enjoy the class. Let's start in the middle of the mat, arms reaching long. Let's tilt our pelvis, exhaling, coming down to the mat with control. Find the middle of the mat. Lengthen your arms long. Bring your legs up into tabletop position. Please keep them here if you need to, otherwise extend them during the exercise. I'm going to glue my knees together, roll my shoulders down and away. Exhale, raising your head and shoulders, and let's count in fives. In 2, 3, 4, 5, and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Reaching the arms long, balancing on your shoulder blades, lifting a little higher. Lengthening those legs if you can. One more set. Let all that air out. And bring those legs back down. I'm going to shuffle now towards the back of the mat with my head, so I've got enough room for my roll up. Lengthen long here. Take a breath in to prepare, flexing those feet, reaching those heels long. Inhale, float those arms up and coming over, drop the crown of your head. Reach those hands long for extra length to get more of a stretch through your spine. Sitting tall. Let's go for 3 more. Exhale, tilting back. Shoulders down. So let's bring our feet onto the mat, reaching our arms long. Let's articulate down onto the mat. Let's reach that left leg long. Bring your right leg up into tabletop position. And we're going to keep it bent today instead of straightening it for single leg circles. And we're going to come around your body on the inhale, back up to center on the exhale. Drawing a circle with your big toe, stirring that hip joint. 5 each direction. Reaching your arms long, pressing into the mat for stability here. Now can we lengthen it long? We walk our hands up to our ankle if we can, or just our hip, just our calf. Have a stretch here. And walk back down. Lengthen long. Let's bring our left leg up into tabletop. Let's circle that hip joint, keeping the leg bent, shoulders down. Let's keep heavy in the pelvis. Five each direction. And finishing at the top, lengthen that leg long. Walking your hands up, taking a stretch here. Think we're ready for our series of 5. Okay, so getting ready for single leg stretch now. Let's float our head and shoulders off the mat, bringing that left knee in. Float that right leg up, and we're going to change for 6 each side. Stay lifted, stay lengthened. 2 legs in here. Reach long, framing your ears with your biceps, coming in. Don't drop that torso. 4, 4. Lengthen that left leg long. Pulse, pulse. Scissors. It's a tricky one for me. 3, 2, and 1. Stay lifted, hands behind your neck, 2 feet up. Let's go for double leg lowers. Don't need to lower much, just as much as you can keep that connection in your core. Inhale to lower, exhale to come up. For 3. It's finishing strong here. And let's bend that right knee in. Let's go for crisscross. 4, 4, 3. Keep going. Keep lifted. And bring your knees in. Have a rock here. Drop your head. Lengthen long. We're going to do a roll up. Inhale, exhale, coming up. Reaching over. Let's go into a spinal twist here. So heels towards the edges of the mat, arms reaching long, lengthening long in your spine. Inhale to twist. Exhale back to center. Try and keep that twist coming from your spine and not just your arms. One more each side. Let's go for saw while we're here. So stay lengthened. We're going to go opposite arm to opposite leg. Let's go for that left toe, reaching long. Coming up back to center, twist to the right, reach for that right toe, turn the palm of your right hand up. Pull your navel in to get more reach. Inhale, exhale. Hug that spine with your navel. Keep twisting, keep reaching. One more each side. Going back to center. We're going to go back down onto the mat. Take an inhale, rolling down, getting ready for some shoulder bridge. Heels underneath your knees, pressing into the mat. We're going to take a pelvic lift here. Lift that pelvis straight up, lift that right leg, and we're going to drop it down, flex your foot, and then point it up. Stay lifted for 6. 2 more. And foot back on the mat. Articulate the spine down. And let's lift that pelvis up. Bring the left foot up. Lengthen it long. Flex it down. Point it up. 4, 5. Stay lifted. Press that right foot into the mat. Bring your hips up. And foot back onto the mat. Articulate down, melt back into the mat. Stretching long here. We're going to go into a back extension. So let's come onto our stomach. Pressing your feet evenly into the mat, hip width apart. I would like you to bring your arms into a goal post position next to your body, 90 degrees. Pulling your navel into spine for support. Take a breath in. Exhale, raise your head and shoulders off the mat and down. Let's go for 3. Let's go into some swimming now. So let's lengthen our arms long. We're going to lift our hands, our arms and our legs at the same time, and then opposite arm to opposite leg. Coming up, opposite arm, opposite leg. Keep breathing, I'll keep counting. Gaze is forward. And release. Coming back into a child's pose. Sitting on our mat. Let's come onto our forearms now. And let's float those legs up into tabletop. And we're going to circle the hips around, gluing those knees together, knees and feet, coming up to the top, and then change direction of our circle. To the right, coming up to the left. Working those obliques here. Two more. And to the top. Now let's come onto our side. So let's bring our feet to the front of the mat, hips towards the back of the mat, and we're going to lift that top leg and lower. For 3. Stay long. Keep that side body lifted off the mat. Now lift, and we're going to circle that hip. 5 each direction. And let's point our foot in front of the mat. Stay lifted. Roll those shoulders away. And let's arc that foot. Tap, tap. 4, 5. And now it's coming right down onto the mat. Lengthen that bottom arm long for stability. And we're going to lift both legs up and lower. Working into that side body here. You can feel it. Keep your navel hugging into your spine, engaging your core. For 3. And lengthen long. Other side. Forearm to the back of the mat, hips to the back, feet to the front. Let's start with lift and lower. Make sure your side body's raised, navel pulling in, roll the shoulders away. Lift and lower. Four, five. Lengthen through the back of your knee. And let's go for circles. 5 each direction. Point your toe to the front of the mat. Let's arc. 4, 5. Stay steady. Working into that glute. Lengthening that leg. Coming down onto the mat. Legs are straight now, in line with your body. Arm long for stability. Let's lift those legs, pressing into the mat. 4, 5. Stay long. And coming up. Let's do a side bend here. If a side bend's too much, please just come up onto your knee. Whatever feels comfortable today. This is new for me, working outside. Things are a little different. Okay, I'm going to start with my elbow into my hips here. And I'm going to pressing up. And if I can, I'm going to thread that needle through my arm. Coming back strong, lifted, and coming down. Let's go for 3 more. So inhale, coming up. Exhale, threading under. Pressing into that hand, into that foot for stability. And down. Let's do the other side if you're still with me. Okay, right hand is on the mat. My left foot is flat on the mat. And please just come up onto that knee if that's enough for you this morning. Pressing up onto the knee and raising your arm. Just go with that. Otherwise, let's bring our elbow into our hip, pressing up and threading that needle under. Even if you just get the press up part, that is amazing. Two more. Coming back down. To finish today, let's just work into that glute a little bit more. So hands into the quadruped position, knees hip width apart, hands underneath your shoulders. Slide that left leg out, raise it up, and let's pulse here for 8. And let's bring it in the attitude position and back. 4, 5, lengthen long, really working into those abdominals. Keep that navel hugged into your spine. 4, 3, lengthen long and bring it down. Let's go with your right leg now. So slide it out, lift, And let's pulse here. Pulse, but keep lengthened. That's how we work deep into those abdominals in this position. And the glute is on fire. 4, 5. And let's bend it in to the side and lengthen long. 4, 5 to go. Then we're done. Push back into a child's pose. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed working out outside with me, and have a lovely day.